At the Missouri Orthopedic Institute, we're developing the next generation of treatments to improve the way you move. Not only does the Institute provide a full range of care inside, but our physicians are working with leading scientists outside across the University of Missouri campus to develop new technologies that go beyond restoring health. Today, arthritis patients receiving metal and plastic joints do very well, and their quality of life is improved, but they are still limited to their level of activity and by the life of the joint replacement. At the Missouri Orthopedic Institute, we are developing a new preservation technique to extend the shelf life of those joints. This new technology will offer a large group of patients better options in the future to help them live a more active life.
Hi, I'm Jim Stannard. I'm the chairman of the Department of Orthopedics, and I work in trauma and sports medicine and have been involved doing some really fascinating research with Dr. Jimmy Cook and the folks over at the Comparative Orthopedics Lab, developing new ways to treat joint injuries and injuries to the articular cartilage. And they act very much like a pothole does in a road. We've developed some techniques that are making it to where people can do more and more after these injuries with some of the treatment techniques we have to patch those potholes and fill them.
Our new joint replacement strategy is really the holy grail of arthritis treatment. As Dr. Stannard said, we're working with a whole new kind of patches for the potholes in the road of your joints. A patient suffering from arthritis or other joint disorders could potentially be a candidate for metal and plastic joint replacements. While metal and plastic joint replacement is an effective surgery, it's a repair strategy. We're interested in regeneration. With our new preservation technique, we can actually put new cartilage in your joint that can respond to daily activities and actually renew itself and allow you to do the activities that you want to do. It's like a fountain of youth for your joints.
With the old method, we don't know when we're at day 26 or 27 or 28 if we have enough live cells or if we don't, because at 28 days the average has 70% of the cells alive, but some of those have 65 and some have 75 or 80. Dr. Cook has developed a technique where we think we can preserve them for 70, 80, maybe even 90 days. Instead of putting in a graft that's 26 or 7 days old and has 72% of the cells alive when the threshold for failure is 70, I may put one in you that's 45 days old but has 95% of the cells alive and is way, way, way more likely to succeed.
This time period makes the grafts more usable and of higher quality. That difference is huge. Right now, only 20% of donated graft material gets used. With our technique, we will increase that significantly, which is a benefit to everyone. So one great example of this is Buddy. He's a dog from southern Missouri, and unfortunately he was injured in a field trial and had 4 other surgeries elsewhere before he came to us at Mizzou. Mr. Haley, his owner, was really at his last resort in terms of trying to help Buddy out. With our regenerative strategy, we were able to replace his joint, not only return him to a comfortable lifestyle, but get him back to winning field trials.
We're getting more and more people as our population ages that are not wanting to settle down to a sedentary lifestyle. This technology provides an alternative where you don't have to be told, I'm sorry, you're worn out and you're going to have a total joint and you got to stop doing these things you love. And I think this technology is changing the game where we can do that. And who knows where the upper age limit is. I hope to test that.
The next step would be to actually build our own joints. And we're so close. In the lab, we can create a customized joint for each individual patient.
What's really, really exciting is the three-dimensional printing and the ability to grow a new distal femur or proximal tibia or joint.
We're working right now on a solution using 3D printing that can actually create a scaffold, a model if you will, to put human cells on. Then, with our bioreactor mechanism, we can turn those cells into real cartilage, which could then become an implant that's designed for the specific patient. We can grow the cartilage in the lab, then we can exercise it. We can make it walk, run, do push-ups, lift weights, and all the other activities that you would do for your real joint. Then we can implant it just like the metal and plastic, but in this situation, it's regeneration instead of repair.
The Mizzou advantage and the Mizzou spirit that exists. We are one of only a handful of campuses in the country that have a med school and a vet school and an engineering school, all on the same campus and quite frankly within an easy walk from one another. That totally changes the ability to collaborate.
The thing I really love about this partnership is its uniqueness. This is really happening nowhere else in the world except at Mizzou. Every single day, scientists in the lab work together with clinicians in a teamwork approach for the benefit of the patient. At Mizzou, we really do everything as a team to make life better for our patients.